Hello, what's going on, everybody? Today we're playing some KSP, and as you can see, we have a ship here with 4 solid boosters, a main sail engine, some poodles, and a terrier engine. Today we're planning on going out above the sun, way past Kerbin, out of its influence, and we're about to get into the mission here in a second. Hello, everybody. This is VoiceOver Shadow, and the reason I'm doing this is because I lost the audio for this video. So, yeah, as you can see here, we are beginning to build our satellite. We are now above the sun and out of Kerbin's atmosphere and its sphere of influence and all. And we're just building the thing now. As you can see, it's got 2 small tanks, a fuel tank. It's got the probe itself, a reaction core. It's got a relay satellite. It's got some science bobs and 2 solar panels and then 2 small antennas. The reason we're building this is so we can get some science from out here above the sun and see where we can take it and how far the signal can go. I'm hoping that it reaches pretty far, at least to another planet or something. We'll have to find out at the end of the video. And now we're just going to switch over to the probe, and we're going to try to point it away from the vehicle. This way we don't hit it, and we're not going to thrust or anything because we will burn the vehicle most likely. And then we're going to move Cedric out of this pod by doing a spacewalk, because that pod is going to decouple, and we don't want it to be on the vehicle. Since we still have fuel down there, we're going to use it to return. And we're just going to enter here. So now Cedric is with Jebediah and Bob, and we can begin to thrust home here in a second. As you can see, we also have a relay connection back home from that little satellite, and there it is heading back. And yeah, so we're going to keep burning until we get home, and I'll see you guys when we're back in the atmosphere. Okay, as you guys can see, we are now back into the atmosphere and burning retrograde. We're going pretty fast, so we're trying to lower our apoapsis, which is still around 8 million. We're going pretty fast. You can see the periapsis is around 55,000, and we are slowly getting to it. And here in a second, you can see up there is the flame, and our stuff is being damaged. Nothing exploded though. We're okay. It's just got a little toasty in there. That's all. And so you can see they're just doing a retrograde burn. All Jebediah is smiling, looking around, while Bob's not looking so happy. They're all in the pod too, so we can make sure when we decouple we don't lose Cedric. Considering that's how we lost Bill last time. Poor Bill. And yeah, so we'll be back once we're stopped burning and stuff. Okay, hello everybody. As you can see, we are now re-entering and doing our final burn for the planet. Soon we're going to decouple the lower stage, and you can, as we already made sure that Cedric is in the top stage with us, and you can see we just decoupled it, and then now you can see the lower stage is getting more drag than the capsule is, so it is now pushing into us. So we're just going to wiggle around a little bit until it is out of our way. Okay, there we go. And now we just gotta land. So we're going to time warp until we are lower down. You'll see here soon we catch on fire. Yep. And here in a moment I pin the the heat shield. You can see I already removed 600 durability from it because that's just extra weight we don't need. In fact, we only really used like 30 points of it, so we really didn't even need that much. So it's just extra weight that we jettison once we get down there. You can see we're now able to use our parachutes, but we're going to wait until we're around 1,500 meters off the ground, because once you pull your chutes, it should put you to like 900, 800 meters, and it's decent as long as you have enough chutes to slow you down. You can see we're time warping now until 1,500, and then we pulled the chutes, and by the time the chutes fully opened, we were around 600 meters, 650. And then we're just going to continue to time warp until we land. And here you can see me jettisoning the heat shield. Okay. And here in a couple of seconds, we'll be landing. Safely return both Jeb, Bob, and Cedric. Cedric is our new female engineer. Here you can see me slowing down the time warp and trying to move a little bit to slow down our speed. Good job, guys. You have landed. You can see they're all inside. Hello, hello. Okay, let's recover the vehicle. And then we're going to go to the tracking station so we can look at the satellite. Okay, you can see we got a little bit of science from that. And both Jebediah and Cedric both leveled up. Jebediah is now level 3 and Cedric's level 1. Bob did not gain any experience, or enough experience to level up at least. And now I gotta find the probe on this list. It's one of these. Ah, there it is. It's orbiting the sun. Okay. Before we do anything, let's rename it real quick. If you guys have any suggestions for names, let me know. I can always rename it. But for now, it's going to be Probe Satellite Above the Sun. I know, very original. And then we're going to hit fly. And here you can see our little tiny satellite. We got our science module, so let's do observe. We have 10 signs, but we can only transmit 4.2. We're going to look at the barometer again and log the pressure data. There's 12 signs, but we can transmit 8. And then let's do the temperature gauge, see how cold it is. And it is apparently cold, no matter where we go. Let's transmit some of that. We'll get 75% of that science. You can see it's using a lot of our battery right now, which is why we have solar panels on the side. And let's transmit this. We're only getting 42% of it. Here you can see that it's telling me that if you do this, you need a scientist to reset it so you can reuse it. But it's fine. It's just going to be a single-use satellite for now. And then we're going to transmit the barometer as well. We're getting 70% of it. Okay, and that leaves us with just a little bit of battery power left. Okay. And then now we're just going to point retrograde, I believe, because we're going to try and lower our periapsis to be roughly equal with Eve. So we're going to begin burning here in just a second. Here we are. You can see we're pointing retrograde, turn up the engine, and there we go. And since it's such a small craft and the thrust of weight is a lot, it doesn't take any time at all just to get down there. Okay, here you can see me lowering and playing with the throttle a little bit, just so I can slowly lower it until it's around the right height. And Eve, I believe, is around 9,600,000 or 9,666,000,000 meters. So yeah, it's definitely a hard one to go to. And you can see I didn't even get like a intercept with it, but it is around the same periapsis and stuff. So I begin to time warp out. At first it was doing that long. You can see it's only 16 days in, but as soon as I go full time warp, we're already a month in. And you can see the signal does work. It is getting lower and lower as we get farther away. We are now 2 months in. And 3 months in, you can see it's dropping to 80% from how far away we are getting. And here you can see it's almost, and it's gone. So, yeah. We're just about 50, but it flashes in and out because of min-miss. And then you can see now we no longer have any signal. And I'm actually at the periapsis there. I just didn't realize it at the time. So then I flew right past it. And I had no signal at all because I was now way too far past Kerbin. And I don't have any relays strong enough, which was good to know. I figured that out. And yeah. So once we get back to the apoapsis, that's probably where we're going to call it here, guys.